Hello, my name is Barbara. I'm a behavior tech, and today we're going to talk about strategies to decrease maladaptive behaviors. So, when we talk about maladaptive behaviors, I like to use three strategies to help the client to calm down and decrease this maladaptive behavior. The first one is going to be the effective communication. An effective communication is very important because a child, I'm talking about mainly the autist kids, they usually don't need to have a lot phrases, receive a lot talk. They don't care, they don't listen to you. So you need to be clear, you need to be calm, you need to be concise, objective. So you give directions and you expect an answer. Like that, you can teach the kid what he needs to do. We can use verbal communication, right? We can also use flashcards. We can use textbooks. The pictures from the textbook is excellent too, to show them what they need to say, how they need to communicate, instead of maladaptive behaviors. Another thing that I like to use is sensory tools. So the sensory tools is very useful too because it helps the child to moderate the sensory inputs and provide them a sense of control around them, like over their surrounding, and can help them to calm down. So things like squishes, pillow, fidget toys, the air muffins, all this can help the client with this sensory issue. And the last strategy that I like to use is the positive reinforcement. Positive reinforcement is awesome, is excellent because we are recognizing and rewarding a child when when he manage the situation without engage in maladaptive behaviors. This positive reinforcement can be playtime, can be giving a favorite food, can be praise, verbal praise, so he can get used to the behavior you would like to increase, right? So we have 4 steps for the positive reinforcement. The first one will be identify the positive behavior. What behavior you would like to the child increase, right? Let's pretend you say that you want him requesting. So every time that the client requests for something without engaging in maladaptive behavior, that will be when he's gonna receive a reinforcement or a positive reinforcement. The second thing would be when you choose a reward. So what you're gonna give to the client when he does when he is able to manage the situation, right? Without maladaptive behavior. What gonna motivate him? Sometimes the client like to get attention, so you can give him some attention. Sometimes he like to have pretzels. Sometimes he like to have some snacks, different snacks like banana or something like that. So you need to choose something that's gonna motivate him, something that is good for him. The third thing is gonna be praise the behavior. We always we always gonna praise the good behavior, the positive behavior, the behavior that we actually want to increase, right? And we always gonna pair the reward with the praise. So you always gonna give to him something, but always saying good things about his behavior too. And the last one is gonna be the consistency. It's very important. We be consistent with what we are doing with the client, so he can understand, can make the connection for him, and he can keep increasing his the behavior that you want to change. So I created some videos to illustrate what we just discussed here, all this strategy that I actually use, and then I'm gonna be explaining to you guys each one. So in the video, I am the tech, and my husband is going to be the autistic child. Okay. Okay. So the first thing that I showed on a video is like when the client engage in maladaptive behavior, I bring him to a special place. In this case was my sofa, my couch, because looks like a safe place in my house for him in that moment. And then I was blocking him every time that he tried to escape the area. And I was also removing the table because it had stuff on top of the table that he could use as a self injury, or he could broke or something like that. So I just removed the space. I could block him a few times, and then you notice that I was not giving any attention to the behavior. I was quiet. I was not saying anything, but I was there blocking him and not allowing him to leave the area, right? Okay. In this video, we could see that I use a pillow to help the client to calm down, to decrease the behavior. And then I was using the pillow against his body. So I was always putting over here. I was putting a little bit on his face, but very, very careful for you don't harm the client, harm the child. So you were putting on him, and then you were making him to hug the pillow, to squish the pillow. Okay, it's also another strategy to decrease the behavior and have him like getting calmer. Puedes segurar las bolitas. Sí, muy bien. Me gusta cómo está jugado. On this third video, I used the pillow also. When I blocked the client, I used the pillow to calm him down. And I also bring some sensory toys for him. So he got 2 little balls that he was squishing all the time. He was squishing. And then I was also giving the positive reinforcement. I was saying, great, good job that you were using the squishes. Good job playing with that. And then I could say also, good job being calm. I like the way you are calm now. Stuff like that is also nice. So I was giving him some sensory toys, and I was also praising him. ¿Qué quieres? Usa tus palabras. ¿Qué quieres? Yo quiero pretzel. Nice. Muy bien. Aquí está un pretzel. Gracias. And then this last video, I used the effective communication with him. So I was calm. And then I used a calm talk. I used a clear, a concise conversation. So he was crying. He was having behaviors. He was trying to hit. So I asked, what do you want? And then he didn't answer. He was still doing the behavior. So I tried again. I gave another instruction, very clear instruction. What do you want? And then because he didn't answer, I helped. I prompted him. So I say, I want. And then he pointed and say pretzels. I would accept if he just pointed, and I would also accept if he just say pretzels. And then what I did, I praised. And I gave him the reward because he did what I asked him. He responded to my question, and I also praised him. So it was nice. He got the reward and he got a praise. And the behavior decreased. Okay, that's it for today. Thank you for watching.